It is 4:50 in the morning on a Sunday. As you can tell by my voice, I'm not just pretending that I just got up. It's very much like that. Today, it's a full day of Pascal. First things first, of course, coffee. Do a little bit of weight shake now. Chocolate, of course. Always the classics, and then we are heading off to. It's all right. The normal chocolate taste or flavor from bulk powders isn't as good as the, what is it, double chocolate? What was it? I think it's the double chocolate one from My Protein, and that one tastes very good. This one tastes a little bit as if coconut is in there, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I mean, I like coconut, but not in combination with chocolate. But it does its job. I swear on it, salt is the secret ingredient in a whey shake. Let's go. Five sets into the T-bar rows, one more to go. And then I'm heading over to the lat pull downs, 4 sets there. Then a lot of accessory lifts as well. It's the 4th week, my overreaching week, so we leave nothing on the table. As you can see, push it to 1 RER on this one. Then over on the lat pull downs, I'm going to push to 0 RER, and then on the accessories as well, 0 RER. That's why I took it with me as well, just to show you how it's actually done. So nearly done with the lat pull downs. One more set to go. then some accessory lifts such as face pulls, shrugs, and also a little bit of bicep work. Here in week 4, this is so much better actually than the last 2 weeks when I actually hurt my leg back a little bit. So I'm fresh to go for the last week, which is good because then I can completely overreach. And then, like later on, I will show you a little bit of a push session at a different environment, different gym. The other gym is always just opening at 9 a.m. in the morning on the weekends. Weekdays it's 6 a.m. But that's why I actually moved my first session to this gym here. And yeah, excited. That didn't feel that good, so I better stop like after a set instead of actually, I don't know, making things worse or so. Don't want to risk it. So call it a day here. Didn't do the shrugs. Didn't want to risk it. It's not worth it. It's only shrugs, right? And shrugs I'm only doing because I'm training twice daily. If I wouldn't be doing twice daily training, I also wouldn't do it because it's simply not worth the time investment, in my opinion. It's simply not worth the risk if you are perhaps injuring yourself. Back home again, and no one's awake. I was actually hoping for Katie and Tony to be awake so that we can get something to eat straight away, and now I have to wait. Unfortunate timing. I think I've never looked that good at that body weight. Just take a look. I think the legs have actually making a huge jump forward, and I've invested a lot of time recently into my training and nutrition and all that kind of stuff, and this gaining phase has probably been the most productive and best it has ever been. Like, I've been pretty much on point with nearly everything. Of course, there have been times where I wasn't as much on point, but this is also an off season where you can allow for a little bit more flexibility. But overall, I've never looked that good in regards to just, a gaining phase, like, honestly. 7 minutes. Good old clock. Best protein source layers. Flavor drops. 3 flavor things up. You have to be patient for good things, of course. Hello! Continuing the journey with work now. I'm going to do a couple of check-ins, client check-ins. On a Sunday, I still have some. I switched my working days from Monday to Thursday now, but there are still some clients left from ages ago now who are still checking with me on a Sunday. But over time, this should change, of course, so that I have the weekends available for the family. This is something that I first implemented like a year ago or so, and then slowly transitioning out of checking in on Sunday. But this is what I'm going to do now. Then doing a little bit of additional work, and then heading off to the second training session of the day. I'm facing a problem though. I didn't really think about it. The gym that I'm going to train at in just a couple of seconds, or just rather a couple of minutes, is a very, very small gym. I've already filmed there, but on a Sunday during that time, it's actually quite packed. So I don't think that I'm taking you with me this time for the push session. Sorry for that, but I'm of course giving you a little bit of an insight of what it is that I'm eating. It's kind of a full day of bodybuilding. Yeah,
Kind of. It's not a typical day though, because it's the weekend. So this is not how my typical daily routine looks like. It's a little bit more structured normally throughout the week. But this gives you a little bit of an overview and insight to what it is that I'm doing on a daily basis. Kind of, at least on a weekend. No other sins other than the good old coffee. Feeling actually very good for the beginning of week number 4, even though that my volume has crept off significantly, which is crazy. Adaptive resistance. Hello, good old friend. So the next mesocycle is going to be a metabolite block, simply because I can't sustain that amount of volume anymore. Simply because especially there will be another things and duties and tasks that I need to take care of here over the next couple of weeks and probably a month as well. So Tony is right now going to a daycare. And the thing is, with her, they're not getting, or they haven't built that relationship that they should have built so far. And Katie is actually going back to work after 2 years now on the 7th of September. And I can't take care of Tony the entire time, right? But at the same time, probably Tony will be at home together with me with perhaps a nanny or so in the meanwhile. But that nanny will not be there the entire day. And that's why I probably can't get away with training twice daily anymore in the near future. Definitely in the future again, but in the near future, I can't do this, and that's why I probably need to change things up quite significantly here over the next couple of weeks. It's unfortunate, but this is life. Sometimes you have to make those adjustments for the good of other people. I'll be heading off to the gym now. So far, I will be back in just like 1 to 2 hours. For you, it's just a couple of seconds. Coming home and listening to that song in the background. I can't play it too long because otherwise I will get flagged by YouTube for monetization and copyright reasons. But it's a good song. It's a good song. Coming home and Katie is playing these songs. And now, actually, I will make myself a steak. I now got my steak, my salad, my Oppo, the best Oppo there is, best caloric, low calorie ice cream there is, by the way, the vanilla pecan praline. And then of course we have my supplementation here as well alongside with the food. So this is fish oil, then a little bit of a vitamin D, magnesium, and then a multivitamin as well. This is some good shit. I mean, steak and salad, how can you not eat that in the off season as well? Seems like a dieting meal, and this is also something that I'm definitely eating in a cutting phase. That's great. This is one of the reasons why so many people are getting fat in the off season, because they are just like opting for these highly palatable things and foods and deviate so much from what it is that they've been eating in a cutting phase. Well, for me personally, I try to structure my diet like this, that it's kind of very similar to a cutting phase, and it's amazing.
What's the name?
I'm a little bit tired after 2 sessions, actually very, very close to another. But still, I'm feeling surprisingly well here in week number 4 of the overreaching week. It's so weird because the last time that happened, I pushed for another week, which was week number 5, and that was where I lost my eyesight. Yeah, this time I'm going to actually end it with week number 4, that's for sure. I'm trying to do my very best to just like give it my all here in this week, so that I feel like I need that detox by at the end of this week.
In Germany, we say alle guten Dinge sind 3. So all good things are 3. That's why coffee time. How is it with you guys? Whenever you're approaching or progressing throughout a mesocycle, right? In week 1, sometimes I'm still a little bit like fatigued and all that kind of stuff. Still dissipated a lot of the fatigue during the deload, but it's still like, oh God, yeah, a little bit like crunky and achy here and there, but I'm still ready for the mesocycle, right? And then throughout the mesocycle, I'm progressing towards week number 4, overreaching week. And while the overreaching week always seems very, very daunting to me, I'm always looking forward to that. I'm so motivated to go into week number 4. It's kind of a love-hate relationship though, where I look at the spreadsheet and I'm just like, holy shit, how am I even capable of surviving this? But I'm actually looking forward to actually challenging myself. This is the way I always feel when the overreaching week comes, and also just progressing through a mesocycle, because I'm getting more and more into the groove of things and things are getting harder, right? You get the immediate feedback as well. It's just so motivating, even though that it's so painful. I know it sounds a little bit masochistic, and probably it is, but I would be curious to hear how you feel about it. Is it the same for you, that the closer you're getting to your overreaching week, the more motivated you're actually becoming? Sounds so weird.
You need to eat your vegetables and also, of course, the fruits. As I already told you, it's Sunday and it's not like a typical day throughout the week. That's why I'm going into my garage to do a little bit of wrenching on my motorbike. Not a lot, just like for an hour or 2 or so. So I will take you with me. No, I'm not going to take you with me because it's actually quite boring. So we will be talking like later.
I know I should have taken you with me. I know it's a vlog. It's a vlog after all. And a vlog is about like the day-to-day living, right? So I will make a better job here in the future, I think. I try my best to keep you involved into the thing, even if I think it's boring. I can probably actually make an effort in actually not making it boring. So yeah, next time I will take you with me, show you a little bit around in the garage, and then you can actually take a look around and also see how I'm doing like a little bit of stuff on the motorbike. What do you think, by the way, of this shirt? Take a look at that. Oh yes. This is probably the cheapest t-shirt I've ever seen and I've ever held in my hands. However, the motive on it makes entirely up for it. Thank you very much, Katie, my love. I love you dearly. The day is nearly already entirely over. 2 training sessions, a couple of meals that I've shown you, only 1 more meal to go, and that is like a huge sandwiches. I will probably show it to you so that you can get an idea of the things that I'm eating, right? Because this is a full day of Pascal after all. It's not a typical day. I'm sorry. I will probably try to record a typical day. Like, this is the full day of Pascal, atypical, and then I will probably record a typical day of Pascal as well at some point. I'm hungry. I'm going to have those big sandwiches now. There's no reason for why I'm whispering. Like, honestly, I just do it for the show. The question that is on your mind now, of course, is what type of sandwich is Pascal eating? It's a fancy one. I can tell you that already. When it comes to meals for kind of bodybuilders, it's always a little bit weird. It's always a little bit weird for the normal individual. For the normal individual, because yeah, it's like you're playing a little bit with the volume. You figured out over a couple of trials and error what you like, what you enjoy, what satiates you, what satisfies you at the same time. And this is one of them. So be prepared for a little bit of weirdness, but it's actually very, very good. so long.
Eaten 4 of those bees.
Amazing. So all that I need. Tastes good.
Katie thinks I'm crazy or that I have an imaginary friend, which is basically true, right? I'm speaking to a camera, an object. And I'm kind of personating that one. Anyway, guys, that's it for a full day of Pascal. A unconventional full day though. So thanks as always for checking in. Leave a comment in the comment section below, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification button, as always, right? You know what's the deal. And I guess I'll speak to you next week.